I thought to create this video today because there are many things happening around the world and the awareness for everybody shifting rapidly, and we would like to discuss here today about our own experience, how this awareness landed through the years in our own body, and how we whole experience to be more aware of yourself and what is going on in the world.
And at the same time, maybe accept that when awareness arises, you don't automatically feel more peace in your body. That's also what we experienced, right?
Yeah.
How
And this
was it
is
for
not
you?
actually this is not a teaching or a method.
Not at
We
all.
don't like to teach anybody anything. We just want to share our own experience. And if this lands with someone well, then we have achieved our purpose. If not, it's fine also.
Yeah. If you notice anything inside yourself, anything that resonates, take it with you as a gift. And if not, then it's also a gift anyway. So how was it for you when you had increased awareness? I mean, awareness in general, and when does it increase? When did it increase? How did you feel about that in your body?
Yes, actually, the awareness for me started since I was very young. Let's say I was born with this. Starting questioning very small about why I exist, what is going on in the world, etc. and who I am. And of course, for this also helped my father had some books about esoteric knowledge, which I had the opportunity to get very young into the mysteries of the world. But the real breakthrough came when I was my mid-20s with two profound experiences I had, two awakenings. In the first, actually, I was on a bike in central Athens. It was a summer. I was 24 and I felt absolute bliss. I won't go through all these details now.
But it was out of the blue.
It came out of the blue. I felt this truth very deep in my core being, and this was a profound experience, this bliss in every cell of my body. And of course my body back then, because it was something very sudden but very profound as well, felt very overwhelmed and very excited. And the second one happened after 6 months. It was Easter time, and actually it was Good Friday, when I received another profound experience while sitting alone in an apartment somewhere in Peloponnese. This was about how duality operates in our lives and how we are in this duality. That profound moment actually for me was very harsh, very sudden, and I could not understand it with my mind and in my body. I felt very much stressed, very overwhelmed. I took out my clothes and I was almost ready to jump from the window because I could not take it in my body.
Without clothes.
Without clothes, yeah.
Wow. You couldn't take it.
And yes, after this I had other spike moments of awareness, of course, with insights, but also with some miracles I saw. And always the moments there was excitement and overwhelmed events that expanded my consciousness. But what happened after these kind of events, actually I saw that in my life didn't change anything. Because
Like
I was
what?
continuing probably doing things that this knowledge could not be grounded. So it didn't happen anything. I continue expand my awareness, but my life continued to be in the way it was. And later I understand many other things and I put them in practice and together also.
Yeah.
But I would like to ask you if you had this kind of profound experiences like expanded awareness, and how did you experience life?
Yeah, I know exactly what you mean. I mean, with this moment where everything shifts and then you have an old version of yourself and a new version of yourself, right? Yeah, my old version was, when I was young, was always also aware, as long as I remember, but aware in a sense of being alert, you know, very hypersensitive, very, aware, threatened. I felt threatened from the world, actually. So I have looked a lot to look in the outside world and the humans around me, what they did, and was focusing on that. And that was my survival mode, let's say. So I was also super responsible for others, but not for myself, actually. And I never learned to feel and to express myself because that didn't feel safe to me in the young age. And then I took too much responsibility for others, actually, also in the job. And I was identifying myself a lot through doing and working and helping others. And I was on this point where I took so much care of the others and to support them in their dynamics in life that I forgot myself. I didn't care for myself at all anymore. I didn't sleep well. I didn't ask myself what I need. I was just working and, you know, pushing myself, punching myself through everything. Until the point where I was employed that days and my boss even offered me a position with more responsibility, and then I went to Crete just for holidays, a few weeks out of. And I met some people that were out of the grid a little bit in the south. And I remember that one was asking me, because I told all the stories from the place where I was working with the refugees and all these stories and what I experienced there. And it was a lot to tell, you know, my head was always around that. And he asked me, that's cool, those stories, what you can tell me from all these people and all over the world, but what about you? Whew.
That was a moment of expanded awareness, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, then you face it, you know, and I understood that I had just, you know...
How did you experience this in your body?
It was like a shock. It was like it was sinking deep, but it was also a shock of, why haven't you seen that before? I was blaming myself even a little bit, feeling guilty and all that. So I wasn't feeling comfortable about that I catched myself here. And I figured out also that all this responsibility for others, or for different reasons, of course. I like to make something to make people happy and to have happiness and harmony and balance in this world, because that's how we all feel beautiful and safe and, you know, enjoy here. And sovereignty can just build on everybody's own base. But also it was because I was scared of rejection in my young age, and still sometimes hardening with that. And so I was always saying to everything, yes, I will do that, I will do that, I will support you in that, but without asking me what I needed, you know. And so all this time I was actually scared of being rejected from others. But in this moment when this guy asked me about this, I realized that I had rejected myself all these years. I had looked away from myself all the time. I wasn't responsible for myself. Not because I chose to, just because I did not know that.
But this event actually did shift your life, or it continued until...
It did, because the opportunity of more responsibility, I rejected them. I said, no, I'm not going to do that. I'm going to move to Crete, to create space for myself. And then you know what happened? I arrived, I created space for myself. I asked my body and myself what I need. I created me time the first time also gracefully. And okay, I had then a stressful moment, and my body told me something totally else. And I woke up one moment with 21 swollen joints from the head to the feet. Okay, I had before, sometimes when I was in Germany still, sometimes swollen fingers in the morning, you know. But when I was working so much, I didn't care about that much. I was like, okay, it will be gone in the evening and it's okay, it's not so important,
So
you know.
your body fought
But
back.
now my body, where he felt that I made space for him, you know, he said, now you have to take care of me. And he showed me with this 21 swollen joints that, you know, just to make a decision in your life and to say, okay, I will take care of myself now and I will be responsible, is not enough. You know, your old loops are running in survival mode. So my whole body was stressed and stiff and always hard muscles and in a very frequent tonus and many things like that. And so he was not used to this space I gave him actually, but no, he needed more. And I got to know that my nervous system actually needs more time and care and attention to really settle. Yeah, and that I did done.
That reminds me something also for myself. That after all these experiences I had, expanding my awareness and connecting more with my wisdom, let's say, bringing more consciousness and even teaching things around about this awareness, I observed that the more I gained awareness, the more stressful I was coming. And I was trying to do things and more things.
Yes.
And being in a mode of having to prove or create something, to do something about what I know, to do something about what I want to offer to this world.
To share, to
but
give,
I was seeing also my body was reacting with all this stress, even more stress, and also the circumstances around me and the things that happen in relationships, etc., they were circulating around the same patterns.
And what was difficult
I observed
for you
there
also?
that, you know, although I expand my awareness in the mental thing, let's say, in the mental plane, I cannot ground them in my reality. I cannot embody them actually. And I started, based on this subconsciously, let's say, starting to trust the plan and let go. It's like I got tired of this stress and, you know, having to prove something for what.
Yeah.
And I got stressed, and then I said, I don't want it anymore, and I want to let go. I want to trust the process. I want to, let's say, subconsciously to embody this kind of awareness in my life. When I started to let go, then things start shifting, also in my life. And also my body started feeling more relaxed. I don't know if you had also this kind of experience. I
had that. I mean, after I went down with this 21 swollen joints to the doctor, and she told me actually that this is rheumatic arthritis. I made more space for my body, but I didn't want to take the medicals. I didn't want to identify myself through this illness. You know, I said, no, I will take care of my body. And he answered directly after I cut off some things that I had done too much sports, too much pushing myself. Then he reacted very nicely, and I never had this kind of flares again. I never had pain again. And I never took medicals. I'm totally fine. So, yeah, we are in a good team now. But other things for me also a little bit challenging. I mean, so that I was focused all the time on being responsible for others, let's say, and have always said yes to everything. It was surprisingly difficult for me to set limits, to say no, this is not for me, or not this, or just no, also without any explanation, because it was frightening me then, because of this rejection, idea I had. And so this is a challenge actually, because the old version of me was doing this looping thing, giving my energy there away, and now I create this new version, what knows and embodies more and more that it is responsible for herself, first of all. And standing there, it can even create space to hold a certain...
Consciously create space.
Yeah.
And not only this, now actually we practice also together more into bring this knowledge and this awareness into our body, because everything is connected. This is not a mind thing only. It's important to be able to embody, because the body through our nervous system connect us with our senses to this world, and it has learned since very young and through our DNA to be able to try to survive.
Exactly.
And this nervous system always try to survive.
Yes.
And it creates all these loop patterns, and we have working together lately consciously embodying this kind of knowledge to relax, in a way to relax our nervous system.
Exactly, yeah. Like our nervous system was running, as everybody's nervous system, on autopilot. Since we are young, they were just wired as they were
autopilot,
to survive. And that's totally understandable. And now our nervous system, our body, our whole being is training peace together. So we know we cannot control this nervous system, and there's no need for that, because
it's important that we understand and realize that there is an autopilot there. And then we also get a little bit the manuals of this airplane, and we guide it where we want with expanded awareness. And we use, of course, some practices which is important to bring our body into presence and calm down this nervous system that tries to survive. And how you can do this is by breathing. It's very important to connect with your breath. Every moment we breathe, we connect the spirit within.
Exactly.
And we are in presence, and this calms down our body.
Yeah, we do that regularly, every morning, every evening, and we also do that before we think, because the thought is faster than the body, and so it is the only chance to get a choice is to breathe first.
And another thing that brings you closer to this relaxation of your body is to be close to nature, next to nature. Even if you don't have somewhere, you can always find parts of nature to connect. What we do here together now, we walk very often, every day almost.
Barefoot,
barefoot outside, hugging tree, and connect with Mother Earth that holds us and relax our body.
Yes.
This gives space also, like you said, for the awareness to manifest in reality.
To settle.
And the moments of stillness. To give space within and take a moment in meditation, stillness, a silent moment. All these small practices bring an embodied awareness.
Exactly,
which is actually the fundamental parts for a sovereign human life. And one very important thing we practice is slowing down. We have learned all these years to
be fast,
to do many things, to create, to have ideas. And consciously we slow down our system through our actions.
Yes, which is also sometimes a small challenge, because when you're not used to, then you need to convince yourself about that this is the right thing. But when you know why you do that, and you have once seen, what peace that creates inside you, and how it connects you with everything that is, then you don't have another choice anymore, actually.
It is this challenge, actually, that we love to do, isn't it?
Yeah.
Even if it's challenge.
Of course.
And actually the challenges is in our life, they come in our life, the challenges to make us better. With no challenges, life would be very flat and uninteresting.
We wouldn't be actually...
We evolve, actually.
Yeah. Nothing would be alive if there wouldn't be a possibility for an involvement in any better direction. I mean,
This is how we experience
This is
it
how we
anyway.
feel it.
Feel it and experience. And whatever we say in this video is through our own experience,
Yeah,
which we would like to share. And slowing down is very important.
it's a very good thing.
Being
yeah.
able to be in the present moment, feel your body, and marry the expanded awareness with your own present body. And this is what we do.
This is what we do.
And
what
we
we love.
continue to do, and we will continue to expand and learn and
Until we die.
share our experience with everybody who would like to communicate as
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Yeah, and if anything inside you made click, anything noticed, recognized itself, then this is beautiful. You don't have to shape that in a word, but you're of course very welcome to share a sentence about that. And mostly it was for you. From us, for you.
From us, from you, and for you.
Exactly.
And we'll be in touch.
Yeah. See you at the bus time again.
Shine bright.
Enjoy everything.